going on, guys? This is Berz. I'm here with Mrs. Berz.
Hi, everyone.
We're going to do a taste test today because new Coke came out. You guys are probably used to this can right here. Good old-fashioned original taste. But new Coke has just gotten re-released thanks to Stranger Things. Yeah. So we went and bought one of the little cases that have that. I have the new Coke in them, and we're going to do a little taste test. So in 1985, New Coke was released, and this was actually a replacement to Coke everyone knows, the regular original taste. It used to say original formula on it, but recently put original taste. But New Coke was brought out in 1985, and they took regular Coke that you're used to off the shelves. Now in 1985, I was 3, and you weren't even a thought in anyone's brain at that point.
Nope.
And supposedly New Coke has been on the shelves up until about 2002, maybe in Canada or something. It was marketed as Coke 2 at some point, but I don't actually remember it being on the shelves personally. And that might be because throughout most of my childhood, my parents never bought brand name Coke. We always bought the off-brand Cokes.
Cola.
Yes, cola.
Cola. But
I don't remember it being marketed, so it's pretty cool that Stranger Things had something out there where you could get 2 cans of this.
There's never been a better Coke. Introducing the greatest taste discovery in 100 years. Introducing the new taste of Coca-Cola.
It was ridiculously overpriced at $19 for 2 cans of Coke, but hey, if you want to try it, if you want to play, you got to pay, right?
Indeed. If you want to be a player, you got to pay.
Well, I don't know if I want to be a player. We shouldn't really talk about that here. Alright, so what we're going to do is we are going to taste the original Coke. Not new Coke, original Coke. We're going to get our taste buds back, even though I have a really good taste bud palate. I used to actually be a taste tester at Hershey Foods at one point. Worked in a laboratory at one point in relation to stuff, so I have a pretty good idea of what Coke tastes like, because I love Coke. But we're going to still have a drink of Coke, just to get a refresher.
Yeah, you have good taste. So, let's go ahead and start this off.
So this is our scientific sheet. And we're just going to check yes or no if it's more sweet, if it's more fizzy, as I put it, or carbonated. And what's the other ones we got here? If it's easy to drink, you can drink a bunch of it at once. The viscosity, and then also aftertaste. We're not going to look at each other's answers. We're going to taste test. We're going to write down our answers, and then we're going to reveal them towards the end of the video here. So I am really thirsty for some Coke. Are you?
I'm ready.
So let's get some taste tasting. Taste testing.
I'm looking forward to this.
Oh, it's such a good sound. I have a sugar problem. Being born in the 80s, it was like the worst time as far as like health concerns go. Love sugar.
That's why we went to the skating rink and shook our butts off.
Do they even have skating rinks anymore for kids?
Yes, they do.
Okay.
They're just limited.
Not as much as before.
Very limited.
So that's our baseline taste. Now we're going to pop open this new Coke, get a taste for it, fill out the sheets. Bam. I always see people who do these taste tests, and they'll take a sip, and they're just like, wine tasting it like it's any different. Just drink it normal.
I mean, you don't sniff it first and then take a little tiny sip and then swish it around.
Oh, yeah, like kind of like wine. Write down your answers. I won't look. Can't look.
Nope. Look away.
Okay, my turn.
There you go. What?
All right, so here we go.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Here
So we got this little paddle, has red and green. So when I read off the 5 categories we have, you were going to flip the paddle. It's more or less of the category. Okay?
Yes.
All right.
Let's do it.
Is New Coke sweeter?
That is a no.
You have a no.
No.
I have a in the middle.
Mine's no.
I don't know how to explain it. A lot of people say it tastes like Pepsi. I actually think it tastes like RC Cola, which is also a little bit sweeter. So I would say a smidge sweeter. Okay. All right. So we're a lot of the people say it is much sweeter. So it's interesting we both came to the conclusion that
I
it was
think it's
either
pretty equal.
yeah, tasting wise.
Pretty equal, not sweeter.
Yeah, I don't think it's. If it is sweeter, it's not dramatic at all, in my opinion.
It's Coca-Cola with a new taste, a new sensation, a new explosion of wonderfulness in your mouth.
Is it more or less carbonated or fizzier?
I'm gonna go with this one.
Yes, I had a no as well. I think it's actually slightly less carbonated. Is it easier to drink or not? Can you drink a whole bunch of it, you think?
I think that would be a yes.
Yes, I have yes as well. I think you could definitely chug this down faster than normal Coke because normal Coke has, I think, a little more carbonation.
Definitely much easier to chug.
Is there an aftertaste or not? So green or red, aftertaste.
That would be a no.
I gave it a no as well. I did not taste any aftertaste, which is also interesting because a lot of the people I've seen videos on say that there is slightly an aftertaste. I don't have an aftertaste.
Definitely not an aftertaste any more than what's already coming from the original so-called Coca-Cola. So, no.
And then finally, the viscosity. Is it more like syrup than regular Coke? What'd you put?
No.
Oh, you put a no? I put a yes.
No.
I put a yes.
I put a no.
I think it's a little bit more.
You did a yes, I did a no.
We pretty much agree on most of it.
Yes.
Just not sweeter. Oh, that can be a draw because we didn't say it was more. Yeah, the only thing we didn't was, is it thicker like syrup? Everything else we pretty much agreed on.
I did not think it was thicker because I felt like it was easier to drink and go down more like water or Sprite than something that's a little bit more molasses type of thickness. So I felt like it could go down just a bit faster than I would with original Coca-Cola. But maybe that has something to do with the carbonation too.
So here's the question. If you went to the store right now, if they had New Coke and Coke out in the store, which one would you buy?
Totally would buy the original Coke. I'm 100% in love with the original Coke.
Me too. I would buy the original Coke. So I think that's what we're saying here is we would be pissed off and be calling the 1-800 line on Coke if they got rid of regular Coke and brought New Coke out like they did in the 80s.
Totally.
Yeah, definitely. I would complain, even though we don't drink soda very often, but when we do, and maybe that's why it would mean more to me, when we do, we definitely want to drink regular Coke.
I'm Don Keogh, president of the Coca-Cola Company. When we brought you the new taste of Coke, we knew that millions would prefer it, and millions do. And we knew that it would beat the taste of our major competitor, and it does. What we didn't know was how many thousands of you would phone and write asking us to bring back the classic taste of original Coca-Cola.
So there is our review of New Coke versus Coke. If you guys are interested, you can go to Coke's website. That's the only place they're selling it right now, and they're probably making a killing on the profits of that. $19 gets you 2 cans of New Coke and like 2 bottles of regular Coke and Coke Zero or something. So 4 Coke items for $19 is pretty big rip-off in my opinion. Normally you can get like, what, a case for $8 maybe? I don't know how much a case is, but either way, you can go check it out there if you want to check out New Coke. I'm sure with all the stuff with Stranger Things and people coming out with these type of videos, I think they're going to bring it back at some point in the future. Would you agree?
I love the propaganda. I would agree.
Yeah, so I think it's gonna come out in the future as its own line. Maybe it won't be called New Coke, but either way, it's interesting. So that was a fun trip back in time, back to the 80s, which is
Back to the 80s.
one of my favorite times in life. So if you guys have any questions or anything, let us know. And until next time, later.
And it's not as sweet.